Hey, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Expansion Pack. I'm your host, Dan F. Man. Good to be back up in here with y'all. Let me pull up all my chats real quick, just to make sure I'm streaming for y'all and I ain't just talking to myself. It's another week. This is Mindful Monday. We gonna get y'all motivation for your mans in them. You know what I'm saying? Gotta put your mans in them on for the day. I'm gonna go ahead as I pull that up and get y'all situated real quick. Give me 2 seconds. There we go, YouTube. As I pull up the chats too. Alright. Boom, boom. Diversify your bonds. Alright, there we go. Hope everybody's having a great day so far out there. Oh, I ain't even got my... Did somebody take my hub, you children? I need a hub, please. Or maybe it's one in this bag. Hold on, Dad. Yeah, let me get that. Boy, none. Boy, none. Thank you, son. Today, and I can run some 2K with you today now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All
right. Right. Oh. Yep. Especially once you're done with your homework. What's good? Where that chat came from? Oh, Facebook. All right, so let me get y'all some motivation for your mans and them. Motivation for sons today. You can't? Come here. You got the wrong piece plugged in.
Now I can.
I know. That's right. That's my girl. All right. Let's get this motivation, y'all. All right, let's work. I hope we ain't heard this one. I don't think we have. Let me pause the music. All right, let's work.
Well, you used to fit right here. I'd hold you up and say to your mother, this kid's gonna be the best kid in the world. This kid's gonna be somebody better than anybody ever knew. And you grew up good and wonderful. It was great just watching. Every day was like a privilege. Then the time come for you to be your own man and take on the world, and you did. But somewhere along the line, you changed. You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame, like a big shadow. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that. I'm always gonna love you no matter what. No matter what happens. You're my son, you're my blood. You're the best thing in my life. But until you start believing in yourself, you ain't gonna have a life.
Yes, sir. Yo, we done did a bunch of motivation on the show. Like, I tell you right now, Ella, be careful with the playing Just Dance with the headphones. because you going to dance move and snatch it off the couch. I don't want you to play Just Dance with the headphones on. I know it seems like a good idea, but it's not. You're going to have to change up. Just play it out loud and turn it down. I would much rather you do that than hit a dance move, snatch it off the couch, and now it's over. But that right there hit home for me because I'm in that kind of, you know what I'm saying, feeling myself phase. And it's different. I think it's different than when you're a teenager and you're just kind of trying to find out. You know what I'm saying? You're not really trying to find yourself. You're just trying to find out. And whatever it is that you finding out, you gonna find it. You gonna find it. You know what I'm saying? But that was good. Oh man, I ain't got no chapstick. So as we move on for the day, Ella, give me the grease fruit, please. As we move on for today, let me see what the topic is. I wrote it down, but y'all know me. All right, we're growing mindfully. Let's do a bit of pruning today. All right. Now, mentally, I thought about the word too. Mentally, you want to be a grapevine. You want to be a nice, healthy tree. You want to be flourishing, you know. And what that looks like is not untended. You know what I'm saying? You can't be untended and growing mindfully at the same time. So let's watch a little bit about that in itself. I think I can find something pretty nice. Let's see what's up. Maybe I'll read this out loud myself.
Hello,
Okay, she
this is
read it
Mary
good.
Dubler,
That's my
and
girl.
This is part of a series about plants, trees, and flowers of the Bible. Our subject today is the grapevine, the plant mentioned more than any other in the scriptures. When the Israelites arrived in the Promised Land after God delivered them from slavery in Egypt, the region already had thriving vineyards. Evidence of this was brought back by the 12 men who were sent by Moses to explore the land. In Numbers chapter 13, verse 23, we read that they cut down a branch with a single cluster of grapes so large that it took 2 of them to carry it on a pole between them. A depiction of this event is used today in the logo for the Israel Ministry of Tourism. Grapevines and vineyards have been an integral part of Israel's history and agriculture. With careful cultivation, a newly planted vineyard will begin to bear fruit in about 3 years. The vines require a lot of pruning before the clusters of grapes will grow to full maturity. In Israel, grapes begin to ripen in July and will bear fruit into October, though harvest is usually in September. Vineyards can produce table grapes, raisins, wine, vinegar, and other products. Over 20 varieties of grapes are grown in Israel, about 80% of those being seedless, and about 70,000 tons of table grapes and 45 million bottles of wine are produced each year. The grapevine was central in everyday life, and people understood how it was cultivated, so it was often used symbolically in Scripture.
I'm really loving my girl right now.
For example, a fruitful vine represented an obedient Israel,
Yes, ma'am.
while wild grapes or an empty vine spoke of her disobedience.
Yes, ma'am.
The most important scripture using the imagery of the vine is found in John chapter 15, verse 1, where Jesus declares, "I am the true vine, and my Father is the gardener." This is the last of the 7 great I am statements, truths about who Jesus is and about his relationship with his followers. Later in that same passage, Jesus says, "Yes, I am the vine, you are the branches. Those who remain in me and I in them will produce much fruit." Jesus declares this to his disciples shortly before Judas betrays him, and it is meant as an encouragement to them, and indeed to all believers to come. Jesus is saying that we are as closely connected to him as the branches of a vine are connected to its stem, and He will always nourish and sustain us so we will bear much fruit as we love and serve Him. This is Mary Dubler, and I hope you've enjoyed learning about the grapevine and the true vine, the Lord Jesus Christ. Please watch others of our videos in this series regarding plants, trees, and flowers of the Bible. I mentioned the 7 great I am statements Jesus made as recorded in the Gospel of John. They are, I am the bread of life. I am the light of the world. I am the door of the sheep. I am the good shepherd. I am the resurrection and the life. I am the way, the truth, and the life. I am the true vine.
Yes, ma'am. Hey. So, you see, she said the same. I'm sub up. Yeah, definitely. Why ain't signed in? Anyway, she said the exact word that I was saying myself personally. Let me move my mic. Hold on, y'all. And I'm a sub. She said the exact word that I was saying myself personally. Pruning. And so, if you can get the image of someone pruning, hold on, okay, a grapevine or some sort of tree or, some sort of gardening that they doing, then what we about to do next, you can get a real good picture of it. So, let's move on. Let's see. All right, let's go.
Are you having trouble trying to keep up with your professor? You've got to try Otter. Here's how it works. Let's say I'm in class. I just hit record and...
Right.
Synaptic pruning is the process of synapse removal that takes place naturally as part of brain maturation. A human brain starts its development in early embryonic stage and reaches the maximum number of synaptic connections sometime in early childhood, at which point it is about double of what is normally present in an adult brain. This is when the elimination of excess neuronal synapses, known as synaptic pruning, begins. The process removes roughly half of all synapses and occurs mainly during adolescence, but may continue well into young adulthood. By getting rid of unnecessary connections, synaptic pruning helps to refine neural circuits and increase network efficiency. Computational models suggest that learning performance is optimal when synaptic connections are first overgenerated and then pruned. An analogy is the task of writing an essay. The easiest way is to put all possible ideas into a longer than needed first draft, then trim it to keep only the essential points to create an effective final message. Synaptic pruning is activity-driven and follows the use it or lose it rule. Synapses that are rarely used are eliminated, while frequently used synapses are protected from removal. In fact, it has been shown that activation of the glutamate receptor, NMDA, a marker associated with long-term memory retention and learning, is the major protective factor for a synapse. Thus, active synapses are selectively stabilized, while superfluous synapses are eliminated. While the mechanism underlying synaptic pruning is, in most part, still a mystery, recent studies have implicated the brain's supportive cells, known as glial cells or glia. Specifically, 2 types of glia, astrocytes and microglia, are responsible for identifying and removing unnecessary neural connections. A number of signaling molecules are involved in control of glial cell movement, target recognition, and ingestion. Given the important role of synaptic pruning in sculpturing and refining the brain's neural circuits, it is plausible that aberrant synaptic pruning is associated with a number of neurological disorders, such as schizophrenia, autism, and epilepsy. Too much pruning results in shortage of connections and is thought to underlie schizophrenia. The first occurrence of schizophrenia symptoms, typically in late adolescence or early adulthood, coincides with the time when synaptic pruning is most prominent. Too little pruning, on the other hand, leaves the brain with too many redundant connections, which can be confusing. inefficient, and may limit learning potential.
Right.
Excessive synapses are observed in autism spectrum disorders and epilepsy.
So, y'all know me. That's what we doing this for. I want to give y'all
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it.
a good basis in both sides. And so we looked at just straight up pruning, gardening, getting them grapes. Then we look at synaptic pruning, which is the same concept if you want to be technical, except we're doing it here. Now, this is something that's been studied. This is something that's been effectively done. And that's just as well as farming and gardening has been effectively done. If not, we wouldn't have them bottles of wine and them raisins. And so, how do you synaptically prune? How do you get in there and garden? I'm about to show you. I'm about to show you a little taste. Let me show you a little taste. Let's see if they got something. So you can look up how to change your oil. You can look up how to fix your refrigerator light. You can look up anything. But how do you grow more mind, more neurons? How do you grow here? Let's see what they got for us. Let's watch a short or two.
What you're looking at here are two neurons under
Really?
the microscope that I've filmed. And if you wait really patiently, you'll be able to see them connecting to one another.
Ella, don't fall on the switch and put your slippers on.
I don't have them on so I don't slip.
What you're looking at here
is
are two
Cool.
neurons.
They ain't got no grips on the bottom.
They're slidey.
Put some socks on.
There's two.
You're gonna have to control it. You can put some socks on, and then you can put on your brother old Crocs and dance in them. Now, that was incredible. This just reminded me of something. Hold on.
Where's
Look at
the
this.
old car?
Hey, that ain't how you ask.
Can you please help me find?
That just reminded me of something. Look at this.
Can you please help me find the old car?
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Never mind.
That's what this reminded me of. Seeing that just now reminded me of this.
What you're looking at here are
You see
two
it?
neurons under the microscope that I've filmed.
Look.
And if you wait
Let me show it
really
again.
patiently, you'll be able
see
to
it?
see them connecting to one another.
Those are two neurons. Figure it out. Come on.
What
Now
you're
check it,
looking
check
at
it.
here
Now, this remind me of the same thing. Let me see if they got one that I can actually play. Look.
Hola, bitches.
Yeah. It looked like the same thing to me. So, but let's keep researching that.
What?
Let's watch another short of that. What your brain cells look like when you learn something new. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Neurons involved in the learning episode grow new projections and form new connections. Wow. Hold up. You see it? Look. You see it? It expand out.
If you kick me out.
Wow. Yo, so hold up. I'm gonna show another one on the big screen. But before I switch over, maybe I'm the only one interested in this. Maybe. I don't care. because that right there. So I purposely have stayed away from, and if I'm getting chats, I don't see them. Ella and Dan, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Ella, respect your brother's space. That's all you got to say is, okay, I got you. And stop doing it. That's all you got to do. Hey, you ain't got to do all of the extra. All you got to do is say, okay, I got y'all. So, I purposely stayed away from biology. Because it was like, well, I'm living. I don't know if that makes sense, but hey, I'm here. I'm moving. I got it. You know what I'm saying? And now I knew that was actually a good thing, a positive thing for me, because I know how I work. The stuff I stay away from is the stuff that I'm ultimately going to come back around to and dive head first and be very passionate about. So I want to maintain that novelty of it. I don't want to just go in and then be doing stuff, and then now when I actually want to do it, it's like I already done that. And so for me, there's a great amount of novelty still left with biology. For me, for anatomy, I really stay away from anatomy. Like, that one is like the bottom of the ocean for me. I don't go there. You know what I'm saying? But biology is more surface level, whereas I don't have to. I can look at pictures and I can read. You see what I'm saying? I don't have to touch anything. But I would like to actually own or have a small microscope to be able to look at some of that stuff. Boy, I'll be looking at it all day. Look at that little cell. Look at this cell. Cell 3 just moved on the petri dish. I'll be on there all day. So let me ask y'all. Let me talk to Ella real quick. Why is it that you are the one that is not respecting? So when you see me here, okay, you say, excuse me, and then you wait like you did, okay? And then when I start to talk to you, that's when you wait for me to finish respectfully. And then you ask for what you want. You don't shout over me and say, as I'm trying to talk to you, and say, I want water. Okay?
Yes, sir.
There you go. And this is the part where you learn your lesson. We can shake hands. We can do whatever. And you go get your water. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You gonna do better next time?
Yes, sir.
Shake my hand in. Stand up straight. No. Show effort to do better. If I do this, does it look like I care?
No.
It don't look like I care at all.
Dr. Doolittle.
There you go.
You hear me?
Come on. Let me see. Let me squeeze. There you go. You talking to me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I said you
I
just
love
sounded like the Dr.
Go ahead.
Doolittle part.
Get out.
When he tells
What?
his daughter, Doolittle like that.
Oh.
Look at
Oh, I ain't seen that part. I guess I
I'll
missed
show it
that
to you.
part. All right, so like I said, I stayed away from biology. I definitely stay away from anatomy, and it's because I want to maintain the novelty. But now it's kicking up right now, so let's watch another one of these. I said all of that to say that these are very, very fascinating videos to me, because I've never once studied a neuron, and I use them, and they inside of my head and all throughout my heart and body. And hey, I've never studied one. So let's look at it again. Dan, shut the door. Look at this. This is what learning looks like under the microscope. What is that? We gotta study this more. Yo, we can't leave this. We gotta study this more. Oh my gosh, I did not know. Hold on. Neurons under high intensity microscope. Oh my gosh, what is going on? Why have I not seen this? Me. Forget y'all. Me. Which one of y'all? Hold on, we're gonna take a mental break. We gonna take a mental break, y'all. Before we go any further, I know I be heavy on the gas with y'all and be saying neuron this, anatomy that, biological, atmospheric pressure, weather, meteorologistic, all this stuff. But let's just take a break for a second. Hold on. Look. And just laugh. There you go. Y'all come on. Y'all come on with me.
Because Dad told me to come.
Hey guys.
And I just sat.
Hey guys. Guys, I love you all in the back. Y'all watch this with me real quick. And let's just take a mental break, and then we go back to the anatomy of the biological. Hold on. After we get this scene in, we'll go back to the anatomy of the analytical, biological, radioactive dome atmosphere we in.
Oh, this is tight. This ain't nothing like downstairs. Y'all got it going. What's up, man? What y'all watching?
He said, what y'all watching? Hey, appreciate you, Jay. Appreciate you for tuning in. What you all at?
Why y'all so quiet? That was childish, man. That wasn't even called for. Now, I came down here to see Juntao because he told me to come down here because I'm his half brother from Beijing. Me and him got the same mama. I'm Blackanese. We all the same.
Oh, hey, man.
Okay, you gonna kill me?
All right.
All right, if you gonna kill me, put the gun down and fight me like a man. That's right, fight me like a man. Shit. Anybody can shoot somebody. That's what I'm talking about.
Hell yeah.
Bag back, give me some room. You don't know who you messing with. Don't knock that yellow. Which one of y'all kicking me? Okay. All right.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Now, that feeling right there, okay? That we feeling. Let's let it carry over because it's happening inside of us, and there is a response by our anatomy, our body, our physiological makeup, our biology. There's a response by it, and it looks something like this.
Everything you see here is real data. We're looking through a microscope at neural tissue, going down through an area of the brain called the medial prefrontal cortex. We can use these microscopic images to reconstruct the three-dimensional layout of the neurons and really see the intricate and intertwining patterns that they make. These connectivity patterns throughout the brain underlie all neural function and are responsible for everything from controlling your muscles when you tie your shoes to how you feel about your family. Understanding these patterns is a massive ongoing project for neuroscientists everywhere. It could lead to breakthroughs for everything from consciousness to depressive disorders and schizophrenia. In this example, we injected purple dye into a far distant brain region called the amygdala, which is largely where our emotions and feelings of fear are generated. The purple wires are axons, or connections, coming from the amygdala into this area. We've also used some recent advancements in genetic engineering to select only the neurons inside this region that connect to the amygdala and dye them green. By combining both the green and purple dyes, we're able to see the full circuit of connections, viewing both the neurons that connect to the amygdala and connections coming back from the amygdala. The locations and patterns of the neural connections, called synapses, show us how heavily these two groups of neurons are connected. To help us start to understand the incredible complexity of these neural networks, we develop computational techniques that segment or isolate individual neurons. By isolating a neuron, we can measure its characteristics, like size, shape, how many branches it has, and what general type of neuron it is. This may not seem like much, but it's really important for understanding so much about the brain. For instance, we know that malnutrition, stress, and cognitive disorders can all change how these branches look, but there are so many details that we don't know. That's why we, as scientists, keep pushing the envelope. To tackle these very complicated questions, we are getting together and combining fields ranging from physics and biology to mathematics and computer science. Every year, every day, we learn so much more.
Yes, sir.
This is the most exciting and progressive time for neuroscience that there has ever been.
Yo, hold up.
Want to strengthen your
I can watch that video. I can watch this over and over and over again. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but it's like when I see that's listen to me, y'all. That's happening right here. Now, before this moment, what I may have been doing, it doesn't even really begin to matter to me. Now, after this moment, every sentence, every step, every word, every action, every thought of an action, every contains so much value. So much value. Think of it like this. You as a kid, right? You like, all right, yeah, boy, I'm out here. Dodge that, do this. Oh, yeah, boy, we up all night. And none of that has the amount of value that just realizing you're here has. What that video did, not only it showed me a mirror, but not a mirror of, did I drop something? Or was that one of y'all? Was that, I'm saying was that. It showed me a mirror not of my outside, but a mirror of my inside. And I don't think you see your inside every day. That was good. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but that video, these videos, today's episode is great. It's amazing. It's awesome. I love it. It's something I would watch on my own. As a matter of fact, let me make sure I add this to the playlist. Sub them up. Hey, look. Now if we could get together, put the picture together, fly in any weather, then I would see it clearer. I would be a little better if I choose, make a different move, try to make it through, whatever I do. You know how I go. That's just me trying to figure this out while I save this video. I think everybody should get this in education. At least something like a quick, like, what? How many minutes was that? 2-minute, 3-minute video just to show you what it looks like inside of you. This another one. Let's look at this one. What is this? Migrating neuronal cells. Let's read a description on this. Hold on. time-lapse contrast microscopy of neuronal cells and keratinocytes. Images were acquired at on an Olympus IX3 inverted microscope every 108 seconds over a period of 18 hours using 10x objective. Basically, they looking at these cells from some neuron cells under a microscope over time. Bruh. Okay, hold on, wait. Before we get too lost, I'm gonna play it first. Let me run it back. And then I'll say what I was gonna say. That's 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 hours. Look at that. So, now, what I was about to say is, hold on, just beyond the, what? Is an unseen universe that only microscopes can explore. Look at that. These are the gears of the pocket watch ticking away. Some of this footage is helping researchers crack mysteries. Hold on, wait, we gonna watch this. Hold up, y'all, we gonna watch this. I love it. This make me wiggle a little bit, I ain't gonna lie. Hold on, mute the music. Let's see what's up. These are the gears of a pocket watch ticking away time. Some of this footage is helping researchers crack nature's mysteries. Like this video filmed over 16 hours. It reveals how a baby zebrafish nervous system develops. Wow. This video won first place at this year's Nikon Small World competition. In second place were these electrifying green. They're actually a laser beam shooting through soap bubbles. Wow. Bending and refracting into a dazzling display of light. In third place was this marine worm. No, it's not playing an instrument. It's trying to swallow something. The animal's mostly transparent body offers a clear look at its organs. In fourth place is the footage of an expected mother. Wow. But these award winners are just the tip of the iceberg. Baby, if you're a baby stink bug, then it's an egg hatching under a leaf. Word up. The skin of a squid, it's full of cells called chromatophores. Wow. And they can just alone, these pigment-filled cells look rather, but together they help the animal change color on a whim, right? This soy sauce, this right here is soy sauce drying up. salts begin to crystallize as the water evaporates away. Microstomum linear, an aquatic worm that likes to wriggle. Yo, that's the inside of somebody's cells. It definitely is. Each clip shown was a finalist in this year's Nikon Small World Motion Photo Micrography competition. Hold on. I need to sub them. This was 7 years ago? Oh, we gotta see what's up now. We still got 10 minutes. Hold on. Nikon. What was the name of it? Nikon Small World in Motion. Let's see what's up. Let's see what's up with this. Wow, these are real life images, y'all. These aren't generated. And I'm assuming it's from a Nikon camera. Player, Kirchberg, Bavaria, Germany, Volvox algae swimming in water drop that has been pipetted into the central opening of a Japanese 50 yen coin. Hold on. I want to see what this first one was. I don't know about y'all. This is great. Alright. This is Jay McClellan, Saranac, Michigan, USA. Self-pollinate. Oh, snap. Self-pollination in a flower of time. Leaved speedwell. Wow. Veronica Serapilifolia. Wow. Let's watch it again. This is self-pollination of this thyme flower. Thyme. You see it's rubbing the pollen right on there. And this is the Volvox algae swimming in a drop of water. Wow. That's on the word up, VC. That's on a coin. One drop of water pipetted on a coin, and that's the algae living on the coin. Look, you see he moving it with his finger. All right, third place, Dr. Eric Vitrol, Augusta University, Department of Neuroscience and Regenerative Medicine. Augusta, Georgia, USA. Actin and mitochondria in mouse brain tumor cells. You see that, Dan?
And that's a mouse?
It's actin and mitochondria, which mitochondria are the part of your cell that makes energy. Makes the energy for your cell, the mitochondria. The mitochondria, actin and mitochondria in a mouse brain tumor cell. I don't know what actin is, though. And what they do is they give it that fluorescence so that they can see it under the camera, by injecting it with whatever the marker or whatever they trying to, the fluid, and then it highlights that area for them. 4th place is Penny Fenton, Ipswich, Suffolk, United Kingdom, a tardigrade moving around a Volvox algae colony. Yo, the algae be so green, and that's using a Nikon camera at whatever magnification. It's like I got all the food I could ever want. Honorable mention, Jay McClellan. He keep winning. Saranac, Michigan, USA. Dissolution and crystallization of cobalt, copper, and sodium chlorides. Dan, this is good work. I'm gonna buy you a microscope. You can just take pictures. That look like candy. Yo. Hold on, was that real? What am I looking at? I don't even understand what I just saw. Yo, this look like special effects. Yo, now see, once again, I have to say this. When I come up
Say
with
goodbye to your reading glasses, computer glasses, and even your
what
sunglasses.
y'all got for me?
Introducing the last pair of glasses you'll ever need, featuring revolutionary German optical technology with automatic focus adjustment. No more expensive eye exams or long waits for new glasses.
let me
These
get
patented
that.
liquid crystal lenses adjust in milliseconds, providing crystal clear vision whether you're looking at your phone or a distant sign. Plus, they block 99.9% of harmful blue.
Well, y'all got that, man. How much they cost? I bet they cost. They cheap. You can get it for $9.95. You and your friends. All right. All right. So look. Once again, when I come up with the concepts for these videos, I'm gonna clip that too. When I come up with the concept for these, like the topic and all of that, I don't know where it's gonna take us. Before today, I never even knew that this competition existed, and now we done watched like 4 or 5 videos that are breathtaking videos of things that, let's look around the room. Some of that stuff floating in the air now. You see what I'm saying? And we can't see it. But I feel like I needed to always stop and say, hey, welcome to Expansion Pack. This is what we're doing here. You got the game. It's called life. You've been playing on regular mode. Let me give you a little expansion pack. So, let's get one more of these videos in here, and then we'll get out of here for the day. Seen that one. Hey, look. Hey, ain't no no time for you to waste. Ain't no time for you to wait. Ain't no time for you to take unless you taking it away. Alright, this one ain't. I want to see the competition winners. Oh, let me take off 2025. Alright, there we go. Alright, 36 videos. Let's watch these. Which one? What was this? Mitotic waves in an embryo of a fruit fly. Wow. I don't care what y'all say. This is fascinating, and it get me every time. What is this? Water droplets. Let me make sure ain't no music to this. Water droplets evaporating from the wing scales of a peacock butterfly. Wow. Look how it look. It don't even look real. It looked generated. Look at that. We don't want to hear that talking. Why? All right, let's go. I need one with some music or background. I tried to get the playlist in here, but let's see how much difference. And then we'll get out of here for the day. What is this one? Hold on. Feeding currents of a patria minite. A starfish larva. Wow. Protozone. This mold. This is mold. Aspergillus. Aspergillus. Mold. I wonder who Eli could be talking to. Mites on a rind of American cheddar cheese. Tyrophagus cassia. Frank Fox. Calotheca tentacles. Cells dividing in a developing C. elegans embryo viewed from orthogonal directions. Hold on real quick. I don't know what give y'all permission. Who be giving y'all this permission? But I guess you should probably help him out. Daniel. Blood circulation in the tail of a Bufo marinus cane toad tadpole. Daniel. Oh, yeah, you should probably help him out. Aquatic freshwater tube water. Look at all of this. You know, I don't think I could live the same no more. If I buy a microscope, I can't live the same no more. fluorescent dextrin dye injection in a parabiotic zebrafish embryo. And this is the stuff that I guess people don't want to hear about and they ain't talking about. Wow, that was a crystal calcium activity in the nervous system. Drosophila larva. Cell tracking in a developing zebrafish embryo. Yo, that's all of this is fascinating to me. Y'all can go watch some more on y'all own time. I'm gonna go ahead and round out this episode for today. So we just looked at a bunch of microscopic images for us to just digest, kind of just get a feel for it. We don't look at under a microscope every single day, so we don't see these images every single day, and most likely wouldn't have seen them if they weren't brought to us courtesy of YouTube. Shout out. So let's take what we saw here, even if you never go look at another one. Let's take what we saw here and use it to our advantage to grow mindfully. Seeing those neuron cells, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm like, yo, connect that dot. I gotta learn this slowly so that my neurons can connect. Give it here. Hey, I didn't ask you nothing. That's what's up. And y'all, on this episode, y'all got a good glimpse of how it is you have to be when you're a parent. You gotta be patient. You gotta be understanding. But you gotta be stern when you're stern. You gotta be kind when you're kind. But that's just another side note. Because they neurons is firing and connecting too. That's all I'm saying. Now listen. It can't be I just nothing. All it takes is one drop. Look at me. Stop looking around. All it takes is one drop for this to break. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
Be careful.
Bro, I literally have no soul.
Do not, come here. Do not snatch this from me. Alright, I'm going to end this episode first before I give this back. Alright, y'all. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. Tech Tuesday. And we about a year, baby. Y'all know what I'm about to say? This is DGTA TV. Make sure y'all like, subscribe. Come chill with me tomorrow. Peace. Yeah. Hey, if you're not already, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Make sure you following. Because we do this all the time. So, grow, find your root, and grow some more. Alright? This is DGTA TV. See you tomorrow.